All right, last part. In order to have the score appear up in the game properties, the debug properties, we're going to have to add another empty. And I'm just going to put it over here somewhere where you can see it. So I'm going to click there and we will go add empty with the arrows. I use the arrows and I'm just going to do S so you can see it a bit better. So there it is there. And let's do GY. So that's it. I mean, it's really huge. It doesn't matter because it's a non-object. And we are going to give this the name of empty score. You could do an underscore score, but I'm just going to do, that sounds funny, just empty score. All right. Now we are going to use that as getting a message from the collisions, scoring the points, and then sending it up to the game. Now, so here you have to go game, and you have to make sure that show debug properties is checked. All right. So show debug check is got to be on. And when you do that, then when I hit P, you can see that there, I've already got it finished here, but points equals 0. So, all right. So let's go back here, and we have the collision going on. So when it comes in contact with yellow, it wants to end itself, and it wants to do a second thing. The second thing it wants to do is send a message. So this one is actually doing two jobs. Collision ends the object and it sends a message. It's sending a message to empty score. All right, now the subject we just make up, and I'm going to call it new score because that's really what it's going to be. And then we need a property it works with. This doesn't matter what it is here. So we're just going to call this 10, because that is, we'll make it an integer even. All right, so it is just property 10. This really doesn't do anything. I don't know why it has to be there, but it does. All right, so now we're sending a message called new score. Well, who are we sending it to? We're sending it to empty score. Then empty score has to receive it. You send the messages in actuator, you receive them in sensor. All right, so all we did here was we added a message being sent to empty score, and we gave it a name of new score. Now we have to remember that because we have to repeat it in just a minute here. All right, so let's go back, and now we go to this one. So this is the empty score, and it's got to receive the message. So I'm going to go here to the sensor now. It also has a message that's being received, not sent. And the message is new score. So that's the only one it's going to listen for. Excuse me. And over here then, sorry, first of all we have to add, we're going to call this points. And it will be an integer. And then we have to click this I so it goes dark gray. That means that the debug properties are now active. It will go from here to there, shown on the window. So when it receives this message that a collision has taken place, what do we want to do? Well, we want to change the property of points. So I'm going to move this over. We don't want to assign it. We want to add to it. We want to add to the property of points value of 10. Don't forget to then join these up. So we sent a message to empty score. It's now receiving the message and upping the points by 10. And then this is then being sent over to the game property in debug. Let's go back and try it. And just so that we can see, I'm going to go Shift D, G, Y, and put two of them in here. All right, so we will go P, shoot, and we got 10, 20 points. Oh, I've already got it in there. I have an extra one in there somewhere that all right, so this is the one that we are using, and this one can go bye-bye. I guess I had one there and I just put a second one on now. All right, so that is the one we used. We called it empty score and we sent the message. All right, and just to show one more thing, if I move this a little bit further out so that it won't be affected by the bullet, the candy, whatever you want to call it. So we go 10. Oh, it's still going to go through. All right, so we got our 20 points right there. So now it's going to display the total. And that is the end of today's lesson and today's marking.